Now, just as in the United States, most Chinese love a good alien mystery. So when a mysterious light in the sky grounded flights at one of eastern China's busiest airports earlier this week, it attracted plenty of attention and plenty of speculation. BON's Andrew Livingstone reports now on the Hangzhou UFO.
The only lights in the foggy skies over Hangzhou today are those of incoming aircraft. But that was not the case earlier this week. Shun Airport, which serves the city of Hangzhou in eastern China's Jian province, was shut down for almost an hour on Wednesday night when an unidentified flying object was seen in the skies overhead.
There was an unknown object seen in the skies over the airport, so according to our regulations, we had to close the airspace. Aircraft movements were suspended from 8:45 p.m. to 9:41 p.m.
Airport staff say the first reports of the UFO came in just after 8 p.m. from both air traffic controllers and civilians. The object at the centre of the commotion, visible as a light in the sky, was captured in this photo. It may not look like much, but it does not belong to a civilian aircraft, nor does it match the flight plans of any aircraft supposed to be operating in the area at the time. Ran Zhaocheng says there were few eyewitnesses because the event occurred at night, when most staff members were not present and passengers were in the waiting hall.
I heard that some of the passengers whose flights just landed saw the object, which appeared as glowing lights. It was not a normal civil aviation flight. What it actually was, no one knows.
During the hour in which airspace was closed, 6 flights were grounded and 12 inbound flights had to be diverted to nearby airports at Ningbo, Wuxi and Shanghai. In total, almost 1,000 passengers were inconvenienced by the closure. Flights have long since returned to normal and an investigation into the source of the mysterious lights is underway. UFO sightings are nothing new in China, which has a history of such unknown objects almost as rich as the US. China's web users are all abuzz with speculation. Comments range from the quite possible, it may be a Chinese or foreign military aircraft testing, to the slightly less plausible, it's aliens coming to watch the World Cup final. It may disappoint UFO enthusiasts, but Ron says it's highly unlikely the investigation will find any evidence of non-human behaviour.
What it was? It's hard to say right now. When the results of our investigation are published, we may have a clearer idea, or we may never know.
Andrew Livingstone, BON.
Now, UFO sightings do seem to attract a lot of ridicule in the States, but it's much more mainstream here in China. Even the authorities are reported to have to get involved in the action. In 1998, an Air Force pilot reported a cat-and-mouse game with a UFO, which eventually disappeared. So certainly something which the authorities do tend to get involved with.
Indeed, and people in positions that you wouldn't expect, perhaps, in the West getting involved. Yunnan being a centre of it. In fact, a professor, Jian who is a physics professor, teaches in Kunming University, and he is the head of the Kunming UFO Research Association and actually organised an extraterrestrial life forum, which was held in Kunming last year. So everybody was there talking about UFOs.